Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise is no stranger when it comes to dark themes and elements. Throughout the series, we've had children hanged, prisoners' eyes plucked out by crows, or even a guy getting his brain ripped apart. These movies are in no way horror necessarily, or even overly that scary, but every now and then, this franchise will throw in a scene or two to keep the film as thrilling as possible. One such scene in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest is a prime example. When Will Turner is looking for Jack Sparrow, he finds a shrimper, and upon asking of Jack Sparrow's whereabouts, he replies and speaks of an island where he supposedly trades spices for, quote, delicious long pork.
Can't say about Jack Sparrow, but there's an island just south of the straits where I trade spice for delicious long pork. Cannot say about Jack, but you find a ship there. A ship with black sails.
Now, it was said by that shrimper, yes, that's what he's literally titled as, look it up, that this island in the south he's done trading with is the same island where the Black Pearl was spotted on shore. This island was known as Isla Pelegosto. Now, I've been thinking about this line of dialogue for a few years now, and at first I didn't really notice it or really put any thought into it until I ran across a post on Reddit discussing a long opposing dark theory about Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. Is this man actually implying he's traded spices for human meat? It's been a long known fact that human flesh resembles the taste of pork, and it's literally an island of cannibals. I doubt they just have pork lying around the trade. So this obviously raises a lot of questions. For one, does this guy know what long pork is? Does he even know he's trading for human meat? I mean, he literally does kind of stop for a moment and smiles when he says the words delicious long pork, like he just made a lie or something. And for two, is he actually selling it to sailors who would then sell it all over the world when it's actually human meat without anybody knowing it? Now, obviously, there's a lot of problems people have pointed out with this theory, one of them being is the next scene. When Will wants to go ashore, the shrimper's brother Alberto, yeah, this guy actually has a name, doesn't want to row the boat the whole way to the island, obviously because he knows the island is inhabited by the cannibals and doesn't want to get captured and eaten. But if these guys were actively trading with the natives, then why should they have anything to fear? Another problem being, why would the Pelegostos even want to sell their food to other people? It doesn't really look like they had enough men to both eat and sell. One more thing is, if the Pelegostos even did decide to sell their prisoners, would they actually sell them for spices? Would spices really be needed on their island? Well, those are some pretty big factors against this theory, but I still think it's pretty clear that these dudes traded with them, seeing as how they had East India Trading Company spices in that shack Jack Sparrow later finds. Now, some could say that that shrimper didn't explicitly say he trades with the Pelegostos, but they forget he mentions to Will that the Black Pearl is on an island he trades with. The island the Black Pearl is on is Isla Pelegosto. So yeah, there's no denying it. He 100% traded with these people. Now, I agree that it's probably a bad trade or a bad deal, but it's definitely one that was made, and was made a lot. One last factor as to why I think this theory is true is the word he used to describe the meat. Long pork. Long pork means human meat or human flesh. Why else would the writers of this film use this word unless they were implying the trading and selling of this? If they meant meat from pigs, they would have just used the word pork. But what do all you guys think? I think that this pretty much explains it. This guy, whether he knew it or not, was buying and selling and potentially consuming human meat. And what makes this all the bit more disturbing was he did probably sell it to sailors, who then sold it to people all over the world, which is pretty dark, especially for a Pirates film by Disney.